Good day everyone, today is gonna be fun. I'm Cristela and today we'll see what's blocking your potential love life or what's blocking your current situation. We're gonna talk about all about your love life today and how you can attract and make clear of things. This should be fun. How can we make love be attracted to you? You're gonna choose here from the three piles. We have first the word love life, another love small pile, and another one also says love. You're gonna pick among these three and then you're gonna get a specialized message. Of course, this is just for guidance, okay? This is just for fun. Do not take everything that I say so seriously because this is a general reading. Not everything will apply to you. Only take in what resonates, and yeah, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. After all, this is a general reading. Some situations are too specific, and only pick what can help you as a whole. Okay, so before we start, let's ask for a blessing. Divine love and light, please help me receive and understand the messages of the cards clearly for the highest good of all. I give thanks and gratitude for your guidance and protection. So, okay, I want you to pick among these three. Make sure to meditate first so that you can really channel the message that is meant for you. If you already picked something out, make sure to check the timestamps below on the description box and then we can start. For the first group who picked this is gonna be your reading. So first, I'm gonna draw 3 cards so that we can make sense of what's going on in your love life and then we can treat it. We can see what we can do. Got this 3. Okay. I'll also draw another cards later, but we'll get into that. Okay, we'll get into this first. So, what's the state of your love life? Okay, we got the renewal card. It says to review the past and the present so you can plan a bright future, understanding your life purpose and releasing judgments of yourself and others. I think for some of you are already presented a potential love life, a relationship. You're having second thoughts, okay? For some of you, you haven't been able to heal the past trauma from the past relationships, but you're willing to move on. However, there's still some doubts. Those kind of mindset, what if this won't work? Things like that. Also, some of you are having an identity crisis. Maybe you are in your 20s, you're still figuring out life, and you want to prioritize yourself first, but you also have these feelings for someone and you don't know what to do. You don't know if you can balance it. And for some of you, like you are really bad on yourself. You think you have commitment issues. You feel that you are not a good partner to someone. So the gist of this is that you are really having some kind of second thoughts, mostly because of insecurities, thinking that you can't do it, even in the aspect of love life. Okay, so now let's see what's blocking your love life. So this is in reverse. So there's probably really a block in your love life, this confirms that. So we got here the Prince of Winter. It says that you are probably being too intellectual, too determined, too focused, or too impulsive. Either of that, whatever applies to your current situation. Since this was in reverse a while ago, it means that you're doing the opposite. You are not seeking an intellectual solution to your problem. I think you're being too emotional in your approach, maybe, that you forgot to think rationally. Some of you don't feel the need to act quickly or decisively, especially because of the doubts here and having second thoughts. You feel that you need more time to think things through. Okay? There's also the sudden or unexpected changes. For some of you who are in a new relationship, I think you're having a hard time to adjust because, this is a new one. The things that you are used to doing by yourself or with someone is very different now. Okay? Also, for those who are very single pringle, you don't have the time to flirt. These sudden or unexpected changes are the reason why you're not having a love life. Why you're having an identity crisis. You're really still figuring things out on your own, and I guess it's for the best that you're still single. So, because being in a confusing state and having a love life is very difficult, I think you will be more lost instead of being directed to your life path. Okay, so now you can see what can help your love life. We got the Two of Winter. So it says here that indecision is holding you back. See, it's all about your decisions, your doubts, your second thoughts. It's all about confusion about something in your life. This is all connecting. So indecision is holding you back. It says here that you do not feel the need to act quickly, right? But you really should make a decision right now as soon as possible. That's what I can think, so that this problem uh, will be solved and then love will come naturally. Okay, so let's read more. It says here to make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Okay, I think that for some of you who has this identity crisis, you're stuck between wanting to please people versus what you want. Maybe your parents, your family, your friends expect something different from you, yet it's not what you want, something like that. Okay, it says also here that you feel trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. See? It says here that you aren't seeking out an intellectual solution to your problem. This, since this is reverse. um, so you should really try to be more rational instead of the emotional. I know we're talking about love life here, but sometimes when the situation calls for it, but sometimes you really need to ignore something to get something good out of the other. Okay, so yeah, take the advice that is being given to you. Also, we got all blue cards, so something tells me that you're really emotional in nature. Not that it's bad, you're just really empathetic. You just really rely on your emotion, your intuition, and it's a good thing because humans are moved by emotions. Okay, there is also strength coming from being emotional. But right now, what you need is something logical so that your problem will be solved. Also, we got here winter cards, Prince of Winter and Two of Winter. Um, maybe the winter season means something to you, or you need to make a decision on winter, you know, or maybe your love life will bloom on winter, or you will meet a significant other, your potential twin flame on winter. So make sure to watch out on the dates with number 20 and number 2, you know those numbers. Okay, so we're going to draw small messages. Okay. Ooh, okay, I think that's it. Just gonna fix those that fell off. Okay. These are the initials of your potential twin flame. Okay, we'll go on to them in detail later. I'm just gonna draw another card here. Some specific message. Okay, this one fell. So we got the fertility card. So it says here that the god sows deep his natural seed, impregnates goddess nature's need, and from this union will come birth, yours to share across this earth. Wow. So for those of you guys are gonna get married and then gonna get pregnant and have a family, so watch out for that. Maybe this is why it is very difficult to adjust, because you will start a new life as a husband or a wife. You'll be a father or a mother now. It's different if you have a child, and having a married life, or maybe not married, but like the same track, will be really difficult for you. Also, just because this message is very direct, it doesn't mean it is solely about birth and marriage. It can also mean a partnership, something that is created from your work, from the both of you. Maybe you are working on something that will really give you prosperity. So other than that, yeah. Okay, so we'll go on to other messages. You got here the Make-A-Wish letter. So I think this is very self-explanatory. The universe is telling you to make a wish because it will be granted. So don't you have to worry. Also, this can also mean a baby for those of you, because this is actually based on NCT's song. Make a Wish is a birthday song. Uh, Rather than having a birthday, it's creating someone's birthday. So you get what I mean. So, yep. We got here the letters B, E, E, M, J, and D. Also got the letter R and L. So maybe these are the initials of your significant other, or there are words, like B. Maybe there are nicknames. So okay. So we got here the shock emoji. You'll be surprised about something. So the more I'm continuing, it's all about it's really making sense if it's a pregnancy or something. You'll be shocked about something. So there's a news or surprise that will really change your life. So follow your dreams. So this really resonates with this card, you know. Says here, right, that you have to make the choice that's best for you. So yeah, follow your dreams. Also, be cool. Okay, maybe you're too hot-headed sometimes for some of you, and you have to take it easy. You have to be cool. Okay, chillax, rest easy, and also this black tile appears when you have dark thoughts, you know, negativity in your life, and there's a message, there's need to clear these things on your head. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys liked it, and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Thank you. Bye. Hello, group 2. So if you pick this one, this is gonna be your reading. I'm gonna draw out 3 cards so that we can check the love life situation, and we'll see what we can do to help your love life. Okay. I'm gonna draw out cards later, but we'll just focus on these 3 first. So, what's the state of your love life? We got here the 2 of summer. Okay, can you read it? It says here that falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Wow! So this is really a love life thing. Okay, it says here that forgiveness and the resolution of a problem occurs, and don't give up, your relationship can be healed. So, for some of you, you are single but you are in love. And for some of you, you're already in a relationship and you're in love with someone. Okay, there's some problems here for some of you. Maybe you can't move on to this relationship. You can't risk it. You don't want to confess because you're afraid. You've had past trauma in the relationship, and there's a need to forgive yourself and that ex, you know, that other person in the past. And for some of you who are in a relationship already, there's some rifts, there's some problems in the relationship that needs to be addressed. And yeah, the gist of this message is not giving up on each other. Let your love, let the power of your love take in charge for this. You know, as it says here, your relationship can be healed. Okay, for those of you who are in love or in unrequited love, um, you will also be healed unless you confess to someone. Either way, if you are rejected or if you are accepted, things will be okay for you. That's what I can really see. Okay, so we got here, what's blocking your love life? We got the Chariot, so this is like a really big thing, a big obstacle for you, since this is a major arcana. This is the reason why there's something wrong in the relationship. So it says here that success comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. It doesn't seem bad, right? So why is it blocking your love life? I think for some of you, you are moving forward by your own, and you're leaving out your significant other, and sometimes you're too self-absorbed on your own that you tend to forget that you are in a relationship. or you feel that your partner is becoming really distant to you, and you feel confused as to why this happens, but this is the reason. Okay, there's a situation that brings you in a spotlight. Okay, and it's great that you celebrate your accomplishments because this is your success, right? But sometimes maybe you forgot your significant other, you left them in the dark. For those of you who are single, um, and I mean, you can be in love, but you are still focused on your success, on your personal things, that you can't seem to find the opportunity to be with that someone or to express your feelings because you're busy creating these passion projects, accomplishing things, you know. Yeah, just being in the spotlight and being in your career. And this prevents your love life to bloom. Because how can you have a healthy relationship if you are too busy or too absorbed with what's going on to your life? Okay, so what can help your, you know, these things? Wow, so we got the balance. This is really answering our questions. We got also a major arcana, and it says that you have to balance things. I think you are bad at balancing both aspects, career and love life. So it says here that to take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution, and to take your time. There's no need to rush. Okay, so balance. For those of you who are in a relationship, I hope you can take into consideration to do things together, to celebrate your success together, and to be in a spotlight together. I know you're both very independent. You let the other do their own thing, but that's not gonna help your relationship. If anything, that will make you both distant from each other. You won't depend on each other. You lack dependency. So, yeah, realize that this is a commitment and both of you will make an effort to work it out. So, for those of you who are single, you can take your time to really cherish the successes you're accomplishing today, because love will come later. It will come naturally when you need it, and you don't need to rush if you really want to be in a relationship or be in love. Just work on balancing things from now, because even if you aren't in a relationship yet, I think that you have life work issues. You can't separate work from personal things as of now, and yeah, you need that practice. Okay, I'm gonna get some small messages here. Too much. I'm gonna take this out. Okay, another one. Channel. Okay, this one. Sorry. Okay, we're going to go with these letters one by one and other messages. I'm just gonna focus on this now. It says here, people aren't afraid of taking risks. They're afraid of the unknown. If you knew the future was going to be great, you'd welcome the risks you took to get there. So, my little magpie, decide your future is going to be great and start living it. Wow. So for those of you who are lost and confused with what they're doing right now, having an identity crisis, this is such a great advice. Read this again and really take it into heart, especially for those single people. Okay? This is your sign to express what you feel, claim and manifest the success that you've dreamed of. Your future is going to be great. So let's go on the initials now. We got the U and O, O and U. Wow, maybe this means something. The X, V, and V. Wow. So maybe these are initials of your significant other. Oh, there's also letter A. Okay. By the way, watch out for days in a month. We have here, this means 15, this means 5, this means 10. So multiples of 5, watch out for that. We also have here 7, 14, multiples of 7. Okay, watch out for those dates. Also, watch out for summer season. Maybe that is when you will meet your significant other or when your love will bloom. Watch out also for number 2. Second of the month. Things like that. So, let's go on to the messages. We got the from home. Start sorting things out from your home, and then things will follow. We also got the peace. I think you're gonna attain peace, inner peace, maybe through love or through that success. We also got here, we become what we think about. So this is very connected to this message. Decide your future is going to be great and start living it. So if you start to think about it. So you got another peaceful. Wow. You got peace messages. So I think you're really aiming for this. Okay. I can and I will. And dedication. So there's really determination here. That makes sense because the chariot is all about determination, moving forward, claiming success, manifesting it. And whatever you venture in, as long as you aren't afraid of taking risks, you're going to get that. So yeah, I hope you guys like the message here. So make sure to follow me and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Bye! Hello group 3, for those who picked this love tile, this will be your reading. So I'm gonna draw 3 cards. This is for your love life. We'll discover what's going wrong and we'll get some answers on how to help you. Okay, I'm just gonna pick this one. Okay, I'm gonna draw cards, 1 card later, but we'll focus on this first. Okay, so we got here the 4 of Autumn. What's the state of your love life? Okay, we'll read the message first. It says here to manage your resources wisely, that you should achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, and help out those who are less fortunate. Okay. So, I think you are in need to handle your finances first before focusing on your love life. Okay? You need to handle your resources so that you won't mismanage it. I think money is an aspect of the relationship which is really underrated. And if you want to be financially stable first, then you shall also give and take, you know, give some help to others so that you can receive more blessings. The more you give, the more you will receive. Okay. Also, that's also applicable in love life. The more love and kindness you give to others, the more love and kindness you will receive. So, if you really like to express your feelings to someone, don't hesitate. Don't be afraid. Um, that will be reciprocated, especially if the other person feels that you are genuine. It doesn't matter if you're a girl. In this modern day, it is normal to make a move, especially if he or she is really what you want. Okay? And please be reminded before jumping into a relationship that you need to be able to balance your money so that you won't have this spending habits that are really not healthy. Okay, so what's blocking your love life? We got the Ace of Autumn. Says here, a windfall of money, advice or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. I think you're gonna be busy. Okay, it's not really blocking your love life, since this is all about prosperity, blessings coming in, and your love life is one of them. But you're gonna be busy in some aspects of your life that you will tend to ignore that part. I think you won't be really that invested to a relationship, and if you have a crush, I think that will dissipate. I think if you're gonna fall in love, if you don't take care of your feelings, that will disappear because of how busy you are, how successful you are in your career. Because sometimes if you're successful in one thing, you won't be able to be focusing or be successful on this one. So you have to pick something out. And I advise you to pick your career. Even though it's blocking your love life, it's still a wise thing to pick your career, especially if you're in your 20s. It doesn't matter if you're in your 30s as well. If you're starting out something and it's gonna be successful, why not? Okay? And if it's very possible to have your significant other or your twin flame to help you, then that is peak blessing. That's the highest blessing you will ever receive. Okay? So how can we remedy this problem? We know that since love seems to be not in your cards right now, okay? We have here the Three of Spring. It says here to plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience, there are more good things to come. So satisfaction from a job well done. So yeah, so this answers everything, isn't it? So plan for a long term things. Maybe after you become successful in this project or in your career, what do you plan to have afterwards? Do you plan to get married? Do you plan to be in a relationship first? Courtship, things like that. You can take your time. Do some flirting, whatever you want, because you will have time for that later. You need to have patience. Even if you badly want to have a love life right now, I really think that you should focus on your career first, because there are more good things to come. There will be more blessings coming in. Okay? And one of those may be a love life. It will come to you naturally. So, having satisfaction from a job well done means then once you're done, you can get on, you can move on to another part of your life without feeling regret. And don't you know how good is that? You know, entering a relationship without trauma, without regrets, feeling confident about yourself, being self assured. That is really a great condition to be in. So, if you want a healthy, blooming love life, you have to invest on yourself first. Okay? By the way, I think since this is fall or autumn, I think you're very hopeless about your love life. Presently, you think that um, there aren't any possibilities or potential, that your feelings will be the same with the one you really like, and that you feel really hopeless. That's what I can tell. But I told you, if you really have patience, if you endure it, things will bloom for you in an unexpected way, something that you haven't experienced before. So the wait is gonna be worth it. That's what I can tell for this relationship of yours. So watch out also for the dates 4, 1, and 3. So if you also jumble that, it can also mean 143 means I love you or I like you. There's gonna be a potential confession in the midst of all of this. So yeah, watch out for that. So I'm gonna draw some small messages here. Okay, and then some small message. So we can get more about this relationship. Okay, go and get in this. Just gonna fix this, but we'll go into detail about them later. Okay, so here says the void, the nothing from which all things take their form, the emptiness of potential, the source of all that gives rise to creative capability and the ability to direct the body's energies. So, this is an important message. It might not make sense now, presently, but it will later, especially because there's lack here, right? You're lacking something. There is nothingness. Leaves are falling. The trees are withering. You feel hopeless, sometimes depressed. So from that, something will be created. As it says here, there will be opportunities for you that will open up, and then you are going to give rise to a creative capability, and there will be energy created. You will bloom in no time. Okay, so we got here letters P, F, M, U, and O. These are probably initials of your significant other, twin flame. Yep, initials. Now we got here the word smile. So you need to cheer up. Maybe you aren't smiling as much as before, and find something that will make you happy, that will make you smile genuinely. Okay. This assures us that there will be clarity in your mind sooner or later that will help you. It says here to keep your head up. So yeah, be confident. Things will take time, but it's important to not give in, give up. It's important to keep your head up and face things bravely. So yeah, you can do anything also. Trust that you can do anything. From nothingness, you can do something. So, yeah, these are your confirmations. I hope you guys like the message. For more videos like this in the future, please subscribe and share to others. Thank you. Bye!